In order to breathe, I must turn my nose.
Yes.
No, like this.
Oh, that might work. It's gonna make a good video.
Because we want to protect our asses from crybabies,
Asses.
salty bitches, and lawsuits, we want to remind you this show is rated M for
No, I
mature
didn't. Can they hear
individuals
us?
only.
We're muted, right, Bet?
That
muted.
means if you're like easily
Oh, okay, then
offended
I
by
wanted to say that
graphic language,
Mario is probably gonna be
roofers,
pissed
or
off that you
full
didn't invite
frontal
him.
nudity, please
Because he
disconnect
really wants
now
to go on
and
the
get
show, you
fuck
know
out.
that.
Thank you, Mario. But the good podcast is in another castle.
Alright, well, he
I
complains
know you
about it
want
like
this
every
body,
day.
but you just can't have
Not
it.
every day, but lots. Mario is a person who stay alive. Loves video games. Some video games. Soon you're gonna get to be in the intro.
Nope.
Maybe.
Yeah, just a big giant nose visible eye.
Yeah. And Adam's apple. It's true. That would hurt.
Just remember, you make comments. I'm not even foot away.
I didn't know you were that sensitive about it. This seems like a recent development.
I'm just having not the best day.
Oh.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Remove from Play, the show where we remove ourselves from the culture and hobby we love to discuss it. And what is that culture and hobby?
Books.
Video games.
Video game.
It's video games. That was a good one, though. I'm not gonna lie. That wasn't too bad. That was timed quite well. Today is Tuesday, October 21st, 2014. It's episode 123. 123. Yes, we got quite a few things we're gonna discuss on this show. But let's start off like we always do. Is introduce these ass hats that run this show. We have Elias here this week. Hello, Elias.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. Hopefully your mic does not cut out during the middle of the show.
Mine?
Yes, hopefully.
Oh,
That would be really helpful about that. We also have a guest host of this week, Crazy Peepers.
Hi.
Hello. He has his mic is giving us some weird feedback today, so he's kind of disappointed about it. And he had a bad day. And he had a bad day. So guys, let's try to cheer him up. That'll be good.
Yeah.
What better way to cheer yourself up than doing an internet show where where it's broadcast to everyone in the world?
Yes.
Because everyone in the world totally watches our show.
Yeah.
Totally. Via Skype, we also have Elena. Hello, Elena.
Hello.
Hello. You're in four. I can actually fix this right on the fly. You're in 4:3 today. I don't know. Skype is really weird how it chooses if it wants to be like full widescreen or not. Really weird. Yes. And I am Mac19. I press buttons. I'm in a weird MTV angle today. Got it up because the other thing is this thing's kind of fucked today. So yeah, I'm in a weird MTV angle.
Yeah.
So we'll deal with
I
that.
just
You
realized
want to be Howard Stern?
you can kind of see a little bit of the white background in your camera shot.
Oh yeah, you mean my very expensive like?
No, up in the corner above your head. You see
Oh,
that?
what do you mean? You can't see that at all. That's a lie, sir. Like
Okay.
tell how much you lied right now. A lot.
I regret what I said.
No regrets.
He regrets nothing. Oh, look at that. Oh, well, there ain't no white background anymore.
Oh, cool.
We're totally high class,
It was
high
a
production
wizard.
show. Yes, it was a wizard. That wizard came from the moon. I gotta have that in the soundboard. That'd be great. That'd be wonderful. Gotta love that Destiny stuff. Yeah, so we got a full packed show for you guys. We were gone for a month, like a month and some change, due to getting a new floor. And after that, the guy was late for a week, so that took another week. And then after that, I had to do a special TED Talk in Buffalo, and then we're finally back. That took a month. Sorry about that.
You're just lazy.
What do you mean? I am not just. Hey, I got the Minecraft server back up.
Hey, you did?
I did.
Oh, I tried to go there the other day.
Yeah, did you guys switch your profile? It's vanilla now.
Wait, what do you mean?
It's 1.8.
Oh, you upgraded. Okay. that's
Yes.
cool.
Yes. Well, I guess you should call losing the mods an upgrade, but
What
whatever.
mods were on there?
Oh, see, no one.
See?
I guess you're right. No one cares about these mods.
Like I said.
No one
I
cares
don't
about
know
these
if you
mods.
had.
For anyone who out there who doesn't know what the fuck I'm doing, I run a Minecraft server for me and my buddies and everything, and we were doing a bucket server, but now we just switched to vanilla because everyone wants to do all the. Well, that guy right there wants to do all the fancy cloaks and rabbit pie or whatever the fuck it is.
Don't throw me under the bus.
Wait,
It's not
is
my
that what
fault
we
Bucky
had?
Died.
Is that what we had? Rabbit pies was the mod?
No.
No.
We had, like tree feller and
Oh,
like teleportation.
I like the tree thing, and that was helpful actually.
Yeah, timber was nice, just being able to plah tree, plah tree, plah tree, got a tree. It's really like quite more efficient.
Well, you set up that weird monorail system, so we don't need teleportation.
Yes.
Oh yeah. No, it was a double rail. It was not a monorail. They had a rail and it had slats. It was like a train track.
Yeah. See, someone agrees that it was beautiful.
I would have preferred it being underground where it's not in plain sight.
Oh come on, build a wall.
Come on, it's cool.
Build a blue wall between it and your base, and it'll look like the sky.
It'll look like the sky.
I was gonna build a big boat, but now there's a giant like train track blocking the whole.
You're gonna build a boat?
Yeah.
There's
got
a
an
boat
arc.
at spawn that I
We made an
gave
arc.
up on, so you can finish that if you want.
Yes, we made an arc in our Minecraft story. Guys, it's so amazing. Like,
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, so we got little bites for you this week. We got some news of the week, gaming spotlight, and then we're gonna I have one final thing I want to talk about, GamersGate at the end there. It's because in a month a lot of things have more changed and the whole movement's kind of gone to shit. So I just wanted to get my last and final official views out on that, so we can talk about it and then move on, because it doesn't need any more attention at this point. Fuck, it went to shit.
Not gonna end that fast.
It went to shit though. It went to shit. So, but we'll talk about that later. Let's
Cool.
start this bitch off like we always do. What games have been playing lately? How about we start off with Crazy Peeper, since he's new to the show. Find out what he's been playing. What you been up to?
Well, I've been pretty much playing all sorts of things. The new patch for World of Warcraft came out. All the new character models. Intro to the Iron Horde.
Ooh.
Been playing that. Been playing Shadows of Mordor, Destiny.
Cool.
Can
All-
you probably can't go through the said gate, but can you go to the gate?
Yeah, you can go to the gate, but
Yeah.
it's not gonna let you in.
Yeah, it's not gonna let you in. You gotta pay that real world currency when the expansion comes out. When is that out yet, or?
No, was it November 13th?
Interesting.
14th, I think, maybe.
Interesting. Cool. So you've been playing quite a few things. How about you, Elias? What you been playing?
I think the only thing I've really been playing is Super Meat Boy. I got that because
Oh my god.
I was bored on the computer just
So
doing stuff.
instead of playing a
to do,
game,
you know?
you've been dying.
No, it's I wouldn't say I'm good at it, but I'm getting used to like the floatiness of how Meat Boy moves. It's I used to I played the original Flash version on Newgrounds and I hated it. It was like the worst,
Ooh.
most garbage game ever.
Oh, I hated it.
No, I really did. It was so trash. And it was hard, and it was not fun. It was unforgiving. But they've improved a lot of the flaws of Flash and built it in. I don't know what they built it in. It's probably Unity or something. Maybe it's not.
Yeah, it's probably Unity.
But
Oh wait, 2000 was it 8, 9?
it's 2D, so I don't know how they did that in Unity.
No, it might not be Unity. I don't know. It's like my go-to. Like just I was probably made in Unity.
But I recently accidentally messed up the game somehow. I wanted to play in windowed mode, but then I changed the resolution, and then the screen just went black. And now it's staying black, and I can't play the game anymore. So,
Because you can't change like the settings.
yeah, I can't see the settings. They're gone.
Yeah, the only thing you can really do there is uninstall it.
Yeah,
then
I can
reinstall it. That's about it.
Stupid thing. I hope it doesn't delete my saves because I'm in hell right now, just like real life. And it took a long time to get there. You know.
Yes. I just realized I could do this. I didn't. I'm sorry. I gotta be on that. Gotta be on my producer status.
Got to be on that ribbon
That month
job.
away, you lost all your skill.
Yes, I did. Yeah, man. So you've been playing quite a few things. Anything else besides Super Meat Boy?
I
Let me
always
guess.
play.
Fallout.
No, I haven't been playing Fallout. I'm a little tired of Fallout. I might get Fallout 1 eventually. I want to get Prison Architect. I've been watching people play that on the internet, and I want to play that myself. It's like Sims, but of a prison, and it's really good. It's really good.
I'm intrigued. I never heard of this game.
Yeah, it's a 2D game, top down. It's not trying to do anything fancy with graphics, so it runs pretty well.
Mhm.
It's kind of cartoony. The prisoners, they riot, they kill each other. They
This sounds so good. So
You build the
So are you
cells.
pretty much like a warden? That
yeah, you're the
needs
warden
the
basically.
control, and you're like, is it kind of
Yeah,
like,
be the warden.
it's like you said, it's like The Sims. So you have a top-down view, like you said, and you're controlling like the layout of the buildings,
Yeah.
and you gotta like send guards to go beat up this guy or break up this prison riot.
Yeah,
stuff like
shake
that.
down the prison. The prisoners can build tunnels and escape and use
Oh,
money.
dude!
It
So you
looks
can,
really
so they
cool.
can Shawshank Redemption your ass.
Yeah, they can escape
Oh.
with the big pipes, which is. But you need the big pipes to like water the place too. So
Oh,
it's
I
like
see. So you could make the post smaller, but then it would be less efficient to like water things,
yeah,
like water for the sinks and stuff or something.
for the toilets.
Oh, for the well, do they need to?
I don't
shit?
know if they have they need the shit. I don't think they have sinks in prison cells. I've never been there.
Officers, go on that transaction. He's trading his ass for a cigarette.
Indeed, it could happen.
Indeed.
I wonder if there's prison rape in the game. Might not. Might be PG-13 only.
Might be. Yeah, I don't know. That would be kind of shitty.
Rape.
Rape is horrible thing, but it's something we also should be able to make fun of.
Something we should be aware of.
Everything should be able to be made fun of.
It's very lonely in a prison system.
It's very cold.
It's very lonely indeed.
Sometimes you need a warm man to fill your butthole.
Sometimes you do. Sometimes.
Big name Bubba.
Bubba. Bubba. Bubba Hotep, baby. Yes. How about you, Lena? What you been playing? It's been a month. I hope you've been. So you still playing Sewing Simulator 2014? Is that what it is?
Is that something?
Well, I do have Yomicon in 2 weeks.
Ooh.
So there has been a lot of that. But no, I actually have been able to play some games. My husband and I, we just got our copies of Smash Bros. When it came out.
Mm-hmm.
For our DSs. So we've been playing the ever-loving crap out of that.
So you've had to replace 3DSs at this point then, because your little circle broke off.
Yeah, your stick broke.
No, actually, they have not. We've been pretty...
Oh, that's good.
I don't think we're nearly as rigorous on them as some other players.
Yeah, those Japanese. Most of those photos came out from Japan too, by the way. So they were like probably going ham with it.
But ham.
Yeah, I have an original 3DS, the one that's got the paint default on the D-pad even, and I haven't had a problem.
Oh, good.
At all with it. Really been enjoying it though. My daughter really loves it actually.
As she should. It's a good game.
Yeah, she actually we turn on like the whole Smash on the CPU thing, and she will sit there with the DS for literal hours and just watch them play. And she really likes Mega Man and Samus.
Mega Man.
But we've been playing that, and I've also been playing. What was the other game? I got a Kid Icarus, the original one.
The one for the 3DS, right?
No.
That was old.
No, the
Pixely, right?
the
3D NES
classic.
one. Oh, the NES.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was my reward for my Nintendo thing, and I downloaded it earlier this year, and I finally got around to playing it, and it's really hard, but a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is. You will need the pencil. That's the only hint I will give you. You need a pencil.
Yeah. Well, no. I have to use I'm a cheater. I have to go online to get through the fortresses.
Oh, that's okay.
Because they confuse the crap out of me.
That's okay. Use the benefits you have that the gamers in the past did not.
Yeah, I basically have only had to use the internet for the fortresses, just to navigate them.
Yes.
But
take
everything else
advantage
I've
of
done,
it, please.
Yeah, I've done pretty good on that. And there's one other game I'm playing. I'm trying to think of what it is.
A little.
Yes, I got the promo code for the new Pokemon game today.
I did too, which is really weird. I wonder if they just gave that out to everybody. I got that as well.
No, you have to have you had to sign up on the Pokemon.com account.
I did do that.
Pokemon.com account, and you sign up for the newsletter, they send you a promo code.
Oh, well, there you go. That explains it. It's funny. I only
Yeah.
did that like 4 months ago. I was like, I should sign up to this thing, and I did. And then that's the first newsletter they ever sent me, I think.
Oh, well, yeah. So you got a promo code, and it's really kind of nice because when you play it, you actually get stuff that will be transferred to your full game later.
That's cool.
You get you get a Glalie that has this is a little bit of spoiler for people that don't want to know yet. But you get a Glalie, and Glalie does have a Mega Evolution, and it comes with its Mega Stone. The other things you can get free Pokeballs and free Heal Balls for the start of your game, and you get 2 sets of free Heart Scales.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Depending on how many times you can beat the demo up to, I think they have like up to 10 different adventures in the demo. And you have to go through all of them to get all of the rewards.
Well, I guess I should download this demo then and get on that. Yeah.
They're also giving away Pumpkaboo this month via Wi-Fi, and you go to GameStop and you get a free shiny Gengar.
Gengar. Man, before it was all special to get a shiny Gengar, now it's like, yeah, get it. Here's a shiny Gengar.
It's really kind of upsetting to me because I already have one, so. But I mean, this one's got I like the event Pokemon, so I'll probably head over to GameStop sometime this week and pick it up. I already got my Pumpkaboo, and I got all my stuff from the demo already today, and because it doesn't take long.
That's good.
I'm telling you, the demo does a really good job of hyping me for the game.
That's exactly what a demo should be, showing you off the game.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's really pretty. And you get to travel around with Steven Stone, and oh my god, he is so hot.
That's cool.
Freaking love. Yeah, so
sorry, I'm all on that Misty game. Even though apparently she's 14 or something. But
Yeah,
oh well.
Matt.
Too bad. Well, too
Really?
fucking bad. Fictional character. I don't care.
Japanese though.
Well, I mean, she has
Yeah,
to
I
age
don't
unlike
care either.
Ash.
I mean, Steven Stone is one of my Pokemon heartthrobs ever since I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Because Gen 3 was like my game. That was my Pokemon game. It was my Sapphire copy, so I'm super excited.
Cool.
And his 3D sprite is just
Yeah, Gen 3 is when I didn't. That's where I started to drop off a little bit, just a tiny little bit. Gen 3 and 4 is just like, bleh. That was just me. Whatever.
Yeah, I wasn't too big of a fan of 4, but I really liked the second wave of 5.
My only disappointment about the Pokemon game coming up is that they're not going to patch X and Y, so that makes things tough for the competitive scene.
Oh,
So.
yeah, but I mean, I don't really see why that would even be an expectation because they've never done that before. So.
Well, their excuse in the past was because the technology wasn't there. And now, when we're the last 2 games where the technology was there and they haven't done it, I don't blame them. They want to make money, but it's a small community they're hitting, which sucks.
Yeah, I mean, and they already announced that you will be able to catch every single Pokemon in the new one.
Yeah, they won't have their megas, but whatever. But by that time, maybe Smogon will wise up and be like, ban megas, and then no one will care.
Yeah, it won't be a big deal. It's not a big deal to me personally because you don't.
Oh yeah,
that before,
it doesn't mean jack shit for not competitive players. Yeah, nothing will be affecting you at all. That's just the competitive guys that get screwed over. That's it. Oh well.
There's still Pokebank.
Yeah, though. Yeah, Pokebank will still exist for the next game that comes out, whatever they call it, A and B, whatever. We're into letters now.
Who cares? We're all gonna buy it.
Shapes
We're
next.
gonna buy it. So.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, I've been playing some Heart of the Storm. I played my first game with Pat over there. I mean, Crazy Peepers.
You're so
Yes.
bad.
I thought now my initial impression is the first time playing it. Apparently, they just did a wipe too. So whatever.
No, you actually came in after the wipe.
Oh, I did? Good. Right. So my first impressions was, oh, awesome. I can finally play a MOBA where no one will give 2 shits and we can work as a team and it'll be about fun. But damn, him himself was already complaining about me being shitty. My first time playing, and then all the other players who were playing with were already yelling at me.
Wow, Matt.
Fuck, it's League of Legends all over again. No one can play those games for
suggested
fun.
You play a bot game first just to get a feel for the game.
You're
You
letting
want to go
everybody
right
down.
into the game and
Yes,
just
that's
charge
how
a
we
tower
play.
and die. And
That's
get
how we
first
play,
blood.
man. We play the real game. We don't play no fucking bots. Fuck that. Fuck that. I ain't all about that. I'm all about having fun. And I did get some kills, and I started to get a little better over a couple games. Like, I wasn't just running in front of people anymore. So that's a big improvement. I like that you don't have to manage items and everything, and I like that your team levels up. Like, it's so casual focused, and I think this will be the first MOBA I like. Plus, it's got characters I actually care about.
Yeah.
So I've been excited about by playing that. I also been playing some Heavenly Sword, which I've quite enjoyed that game. Although I've heard some feedback that it's kind of a shitty game. What didn't you like about it, Crazy Peepers? That's what I want to know.
I just felt like it was too much like God of War.
Oh, okay, reasonable criticism. I've been enjoying it. Not too bad. I hate the 6-axis stuff. Oh my god, they shoehorned a lot of 6-axis stuff back in the early days of PS3. And it was not enjoyable to do those scenes over again, let me tell you.
That was another reason why I didn't like it.
Oh, I agree with you completely. That's a glaring problem. Move the cannon, then use the ball to aim it at the army coming at you. I'm like, oh god, guys. Ugh. It was not pretty.
Too much motion.
Too much motion.
You want to just sit there, I'm playing this game. It just sinks into your stomach.
Yeah, it just sinks right in there.
Disappears. Keep your hands warm.
Even Lair, at least as bad as it was kind enough to patch it where you could just use the joysticks instead of doing the 6-axis.
Yeah, I didn't know if I tried that. I could have tried that and see if they did that, but I didn't. Yeah, Lair was one that I thought I actually liked Lair. That's just me, but it was shitty. The controls I thought were shitty. I think that's about it. We're playing some, Pokemon card game on. Sorry. Oh, delicious. I've been playing some Pokemon card game online. A lot of that. Because, I like my TCGs. That's about it. I think I'm going to be picking up some cool NES classics are coming out, and Super NES classics are coming out on the Virtual Console soon. I think I want to pick those up. Even though I don't have a Wii U, or I have a Wii set, but I don't really buy things on there.
I'm assuming you're going to want me to get them so you could do Let's Plays.
Yes, we'll go with that, wink wink.
Sweet, Let's Plays.
And by wink wink, you mean slip me $5?
No, I meant like wink wink. I'm totally not going to download an emulator and do it. When I totally am.
Later.
I totally am. But no, we'll see. Yeah, but that's what we've been playing. So let's get into some little bites before we get into some news of the week. First, a couple things I have here on the docket I wanted to talk about here is Vib Ribbon came to PlayStation Network. This has been a highly requested game for a long time because it originally came out in Japan and then the European got a release version back in the day. For you guys who don't know what Vib Ribbon is, it was a rhythm game that came out on the PlayStation where you would play as, I think the character's name was Vibri, how you pronounce it. And you would it had some tracks that came with the game, of course, and you would have to press the according button with the times on a line. So it was like a vector-based game, black and white, black with white lines everywhere, and you would be across this line, the ribbon, I guess, and then each different pattern in the ribbon, you had to press a different corresponding key. And of course, a song that had higher BPMs would be a little rougher because it'd be faster, and you had to react quicker. And what was also cool about this game is that back in the day, it would let you put any CD you want into the PlayStation, and then it would generate a track based off of whatever song. So you put something like Metallica or something with a lot of BPMs in it, beats per minute, you would get some crazy stuff. I only heard about this game a year ago when whole Sony was doing. Was it a year ago? Might only been about 6 months. Whatever. In recent times, I'll say, because Sony was doing the whole building the list thing, where people could request what games they want to bring back on the PlayStation Network, and of course, Vib Ribbon, which apparently is a very huge cult classic, even though it never came out in America. They were requesting that one a lot, so I was curious at the time, like, well, what's so special about this game? So I checked it out. It was pretty cool. I did not play it on the PlayStation Network. I did an emulator of some sort, which is really rough to do an emulation of a Japanese game with you on a computer, let me tell you. Really rough. So, because at the time I didn't know there was a European version, so I didn't seek out that version at the time. But it's really cool. One negative feature is that if you're playing it, apparently if you're playing on the Vita and stuff, you won't be able to obviously put a CD in because there's no CD. You can't put a CD in a Vita. So.
No,
And they weren't talking about being able to take MP3s yet at all.
Oh.
But apparently this is like a really rough ROM dump. Like they literally, it's really rough because it isn't working on most people's TVs. I heard because of the refresh rate of modern TVs is different than it was back in the day. So the game's a little funky with the timing, which happens, you know. But yeah. Have you guys ever heard of Vid Ribbon?
Nope.
Yeah, but it's a pretty cool game. Really cool game. Definitely check it out if you like rhythm games.
It's not Vid, it's Vib. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Next, Samsung White wins 2014 World Championships of League of Legends. I watched that stream. Oh my god. I gotta say, League of Legends, I enjoy watching League of Legends way more than I do playing it. They're so good, these high-level players. Like, I could not believe before minions spawned in the first game of Worlds, these guys took out a champion. They were like, oh my god. They were like meeting in the middle, and they're like, "Oh, should we go for it?" And they went for it, and there was like, bam! They killed people. It was really cool. And those over 2 days, that tournament was really good. It actually also was streamed on ESPN's apps and of course on ESPN3, and so it got a lot of fucking viewers. Esports is getting more and more popular. And I'm kind of sad that it's League of Legends doing it, but you know what? League of Legends, it makes sense. It's a team-based game. You could debate all you want whether it's as skillful as some other games, but it's skillful enough to where it's competitive on the deep end. And I mean those times when they're banning characters, it gets pretty tense. Like, oh, who are they gonna ban? And then it's like they had to change up the strategy on the fly, which is really cool.
Indeed.
I don't know if you guys checked it out or not.
I saw it on YouTube, but I couldn't watch it because YouTube was not playing videos for me for the past.
Well, you saw like a VOD of it or something?
No, they were streaming it on YouTube.
They were streaming YouTube too?
Yep.
No, they weren't. Really?
Yeah, they were.
Holy shit! I'm very surprised they're doing YouTube, Twitch, all these different. Oh, you know what it been? Was it like ESPN's YouTube maybe?
It could have been. Like I said,
I don't know if they even do that now that I think about it.
working.
They probably don't do that, ESPN. But
I don't know
whatever.
if they have a YouTube.
That's really cool. I didn't even know they were doing it on YouTube.
Yes.
Pretty sweet. Next thing, Halo Spartan Assault was announced for Steam and Windows 8 devices. For you guys, that's like a top-down double stick shooting game.
Oh, that game looked bad.
This is the new version of that. I forgot what the other one was called that came out before this.
Halo Wars.
Could have been like
that was
I think it
RTS.
was it Spartan Assault maybe? I don't know. Well, there's one before this. But this is the semi-sequel to that. So that's kind of cool. People like that. More Halo franchising stuff is always good, I guess.
Isn't that like a iPad game?
They say Windows 8 devices, so it probably has
yeah.
touchscreen support too. So
Windows tablet.
yeah, probably Windows tablet, of course. I would assume it works on those
The
things.
Zune.
The Zune has been gone. You know what's so funny? They still have the Zune marketplace, but they don't have the Zune
Yeah, they
anymore.
do.
It's really weird. Oh,
It's
fun
awkward.
stuff. So that's something that's going to be happening. They announced. A Lady Ghostbuster movie has been
Ooh,
confirmed.
I heard about this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I hope they get naked.
yes, that will be the best part, obviously.
no, I'm slimed.
Yeah, but it's actually semen and it's a porno.
So this is pretty cool. Apparently, who was this guy? I'm gonna read this article real quick again. Yeah, so apparently there was rumors that this would be happening for a little while, and then recently a guy who on Twitter is working on the movie came out and actually confirmed it.
Ooh.
Yes, his name was Josh Rotter, maybe that's what it was. He was on Twitter.
Oh, Josh. Yeah, I know him.
Yeah, he made some other movie in the past that I don't know because I'm not a movie guy. That's cool. It's gonna also be co-written by Katie Doploid. What? Katie what?
Katie Doploid. Wow.
Deeploid. I cannot.
Does
I will
that sound
drop.
like a name?
I will drop the
Sounds like a
name
name.
in the chat room. Boom. Boom. That's that one. That name. So yeah, apparently she's written some pretty cool stuff in the past. So I think this is interesting. Apparently it's gonna be a full reboot. It's not
Yeah.
actually going to be with it. Which honestly, at this point, I think that's the only way they can do it.
So, are they? Wait, they're not remaking one or something?
No, it's a
Or-
reboot.
No, it's
Well,
a
it might be
complete
like
reboot.
one. It might be like one, but it's gonna be a complete reboot.
Which is kind of upsetting.
Again, I think it's
You
the
think
only way
so?
they could have did it.
Well, new story, you know.
Yeah, but
I don't like these remake movies because normally they're bad.
Yeah. I think it's the only way they can do it because, well, first of all, they lost one of the guys.
yeah.
Who?
They're all old.
Did Dan
Harold
Aykroyd
Ramis
die?
died.
Oh, the other one. Yeah, the glasses. I never even knew his name. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, I was like, oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, he died.
There's a black Ghostbuster.
Yeah,
okay.
Ernie Hudson. Ernie Hudson's the actor's name.
Yeah, I didn't know who he was.
Yeah,
They
and-
didn't show him very much in the movie, as far as I can remember.
Yeah, he was kind of just like a side thing. Like, he got enough spotlight, but it wasn't like really. I think they focused more on Bill Murray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah, and they're all old, and you're never gonna satisfy people's expectations of what a sequel could be because it's been so many years. So it just makes sense to just do a reboot.
I understand that, but it's like reboot movies that don't do good. Like Ghostbusters, everyone, it's a cult favorite.
They're rebooting two, actually. You know, they're not rebooting one.
Oh
they're
yeah, that'll
rebooting
be
two.
funny. We're rebooting the second one. They're already gonna be Ghostbusters. It's it's gonna be a giant slime everywhere. Another evil painting. Just do
It's a
it.
river of slime.
It's a river of slime.
It's the Vigo.
It is Vigo. It is Vigo. Oh, hilarious. Yeah, that's all I had to say about that. Samus the Monster Hunter. This is kind of catch-up news.
Catch-up news.
Catch-up news, like
Where's
in
the mustard?
Where's the mustard? In Monster Hunter, apparently, you'll be able to get several different types of costumes, and one of them is a Samus costume. You look just like Samus in her armored form,
Yep.
which is kind of cool.
There's also the unarmored farm, and you can get her hand cannon
Yeah,
as
which-
a heavy bow gun.
Yes, and it's really cool when they whip it out. It becomes actually like the hand cannon. So it's like you use it. It fits right in the spot. So it's really sweet. Also, there'll be Animal Crossing characters, which apparently are going to be the cats. Are going to be dressed up as them.
Yeah, I think it's just an armor set for the feline comrades, where you can just dress them up like as characters from Animal Crossing.
Yeah, so that's cool. Gotta love that. Nintendo's been doing a lot of these like let's get costumes, everything thing. This is really good because it's an easy way to get promotion for other games. Because some people will see that and be like, "What is this Samus game?" Although you could debate what gamer doesn't know who Samus is.
Yeah.
But I think it's a cool way to do it.
Also helps bring people into Monster Hunter because it's like, oh, they have like Zelda, they have Mario.
Maybe I'll check this out because it's got that in it. Maybe they'll misconstrue it and think you actually play as them, but then they'll be like, "Oh, well, there's a cool game here."
And also, Nintendo's not very good at coming up with new IPs, so this is.
Oh,
easy.
you know what? I disagree with that.
Really?
But I think they're just really slow.
Maybe.
Because Splatoon looks
Yeah.
great. I'm sorry. Splatoon looks fucking great.
Splatoon, I haven't heard of that.
But they are super slow. And the one benefit of being super slow, Nintendo, is that, like right now, they're finally doing DLC stuff and free-to-play type games. They're doing it kind of right. And the advantage of the reason why they're doing it right is because they saw for years and years people fucking milk the DLC horribleness as much as they could, and they're going to take all the best parts of doing DLC. But I don't like they're doing pre-order stuff though. That's the shit I hate. I still hate pre-order special pre-order stuff, which it's a compromise we're going to have to live with for a while until retailers stop becoming such a big force in sales for the companies.
Yeah, wasn't
Right.
GameStop also like going down in business somewhat?
They'll be fine. You already saw we covered like some stories a couple months ago where they were buying up streaming services and stuff. They're preparing for the future. I think they're going to be around for a while.
They're aware.
Yeah, they're aware.
GameStop will be
they realize that physical copies will not be as prevalent in the future. They'll never go away because it's like they're still CDs, you know, even though you can clearly tell that most people download music legally or illegally. So it will never truly go away because, you know, that's just physical medium is, you know, there's advantages of just going someplace picking it up. But, you know, digital stuff will definitely be more prevalent in the future. Plus, we're still not ready for it just yet because they can't even fucking, oh, jeez. Like, what game just, like, Drive Club, that just happened. Drive Club came out, and fucking they don't even have half their features available that they advertised.
Wasn't that supposed to be a free game for PlayStation Plus?
Yes, they actually canceled the free version because they didn't fix the server problems yet. So there's a game that people potentially probably were bought PSN for so that they could get that game for free.
There's actually they just said on IGN that Drive Club actually started to fix the server.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Oh, yeah, and there was another story that came out too. That's really funny Drive Club stuff. That apparently when they came out with that first patch, I don't know if the one you're talking about is the patch, but they came out with a patch in the beginning that disabled the online stuff so that it would fix that problem, but then it creates a lot of problems for other people, which sucks. But hey, it just shows that, you know, maybe we're still not ready that we can fully trust servers. Like, look at Diablo and look at SimCity. Yeah, we were not ready. We're still not ready yet for just day one all digital stuff. That's how it is.
Yeah, that went bad.
Next, Super Smash Bros. 4 release date. More catch-up news, obviously. It will come out November 21st.
Yes.
2014 for the Wii U. Of course, we already know the handheld is out. Enjoy it. I want the full system. I want the full system version.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Want HD graphics?
HDS. I know, it's so funny.
The handheld version's really not that bad though.
Oh yeah, it's probably good. It's just I want a controller.
Bad. It just
it's
seemed
really
like
I just want a
really
controller.
far away.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, it is a little weird not playing it with the GameCube controller. It kind of is, but I mean, it is a lot of fun, and it's nicer for me to have handheld things because I can put it up away from the baby. It doesn't have to be in a console where she can try to destroy it.
Yeah, advantages of that. Some sad news though too. Apparently, that GameCube adapter only works for Smash Brothers. Nintendo, you bastards!
Why would they do that?
Someone will hack it, of course. Someone will hack it, and then we'll be happy. Yeah. But it does not officially support it, and that's just bullcrap. Come on, Nintendo, you assholes.
Maybe they want to like give new players a better advantage than people playing with like the GameCube controllers.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Them for that, but I'm just happy we are getting it at least.
Oh yeah,
for Smash Brothers.
It's something they had to do for the competitive scene. Like they're all about the competitive scene this time around.
Yeah.
It's nice that they are. And they didn't leave the casuals out. Look, they put in modes for casuals too. So I love that you can play for fun in it still too.
Scum mode.
They're so like Nintendo. They did that real smart. Like Nintendo has been ever since they got kicked in the butt with that bad year of sales or whatever. That where they lost. Apparently they didn't make any money or stuff. Like they've been like, all right, fuck this. Let's just go back, do what we know is right, and just make our old shit the best it could possibly be. Like they went back. Like fuck, make Smash Brothers perfect. We'll just go back, do that formula, make it perfect. Go back, Mario Kart, perfect. Like it's just great. I just always wish that Nintendo would be faster and when they do things. But hey. Oh, another thing too. I thought it was funny for Smash Bros. Think how many controllers that thing supports. It's gonna work for the Pro controller, the GameCube, the Wiimote, the pad, what's it called again? The screen?
The Maxi Pad.
What do they call it? Is it like the gamepad?
Just the gamepad.
Yeah, the gamepad. Then it's got to work with Wiimote with Nunchuck. And it's going to be a game that supports so many goddamn different control schemes. And it just blows my mind.
Well,
Can't you also play with the Wii U version with the 3DS version?
Like use I don't know. That would be, maybe you could.
Because there's a Wii U link on my 3DS game.
Maybe you could do that. I don't know.
I think so, because that's what they did with Monster Hunter. They allowed you to play the Wii U version with the 3DS version.
Interesting. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised at all if that happened. Not at all. Next, Kingdom Hearts 3 has been announced that they're switching to the Unreal Engine. Yes. It was an interview when they were talking about Kingdom Hearts 2.5 HD Remix. Then the guy, hey, what's going on with Kingdom Hearts 3? And he dropped a little hints that everything's proceeding as planned and they're on schedule, but they're switching to Unreal 4 Engine for various reasons.
Ooh.
So, yeah, it's kind of weird. They were on what is it called? It's a V. Virtuous? No, it was not Virtuous.
Havoc. It has
No, it's a V in it. It's the same one that it's. they want to say the same one that did on Final Fantasy 13, I think. I don't remember. Well, they're switching engines, so I don't know how if they're switching engines. I'm no game developer. They're switching game engines this far in development cycle. Like, I don't know how they're on schedule.
Yeah.
Just saying. But again, I'm no game developer. So
They still maybe all have the models and stuff ready. They just got to put them in the new engine.
yeah, and if they have code, it probably is easy to translate it into a different engine.
I
Don't know.
No one knows.
No one knows.
All I
Well,
know
it's
is
just
it
for
probably
physics,
gonna
right?
take too damn long to come out, just like everything else.
Yeah.
The game is taking way too long.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
The engine's only for like the physics though, right? Like the motion and like the lighting and stuff. That's really all the new engine's gonna be for.
Most I actually do not know.
Oh,
I assume.
I have no
Also,
idea.
From what little I know about engines, yeah, the engine. It's not like you get an engine, you have a game. You know, it's gotta.
you put the gasoline in, the game comes out. You know.
Yeah, it's not like that easy.
Well, Kingdom Hearts 2 HD remake is also coming out, so they'll buy them some time.
Yeah. Oh god, I'm happy about that. So cool. Next, Metallica is playing BlizzCon. BlizzCon is this weekend, apparently. I think, right?
Uh,
No, November 6th to the 7th. I don't even know.
I think
I'll
it's in
double check.
November.
I'll double check. Yeah, November 7th and 8th. That's when it is in Anaheim, California. Yeah, the closing concert is going to be Metallica.
Cool.
That's kind of cool. I think it fits the mood of the event. We're going to probably get a lot of new game announcements. I'm hoping to see the new StarCraft. We'll get some new announcements on that. If you guys want to buy the tickets are sold out, obviously.
Yeah.
But if you want to buy the virtual ticket, you can buy that, and you'll get exclusive streaming stuff. You'll get a cool WoW pet, blah, 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 skins, you know, all that shit. God, Blizzard is a super goddamn company when it comes to the game world. They are
Yeah.
a power fucking house.
Yeah.
Just god damn it, man. They like, you know what's so funny? They can afford to take as much time as they want in games. That's what I fucking love. Like that's the one benefit about them being so goddamn big. They can say, "Fuck it, we're not gonna release a game till it's perfect," which is
Ooh.
amazing. No
Or
day
just
one
like-
patches for them.
Screw Titan. Fuck it.
Yeah, I know. They could just say, "Fuck a new MMO. We can't beat World of Warcraft, and we made that shit." So fuck it.
Sure.
Next, custom backgrounds heading to Xbox One this November update. For a while there, you know, it was just plain black screen, but now black screen,
Really?
back screen. Now, but you'll be able to get custom themes with it, like you had on the Xbox 360 and all that stuff. I don't know what will change. Maybe they change. Because I know if you have different profiles, it changes the blocks change different colors and the background will change. But other than that, I don't know really what else to get. You can add backgrounds. I know that, but I don't know what else you can make it to make it like a theme. Like where they change the
pictures
text
of your
too.
dog or
Yeah, they'll
something.
change the text too, so it's all hippy dippy. I don't
Oh.
know. They don't.
Wingdings.
But that's going to be happening, so that's nice. More stuff to make it actually a full-blown console, like better than 360. Anything they can. Next is like a little PSA announcement. There's going to be a speedrunners recruits YouTubers to help fight cancer. It's called King of Speed. Speedrunners team up with YouTubers and they play games and try to speedrun them and face each other and stuff like that. So go check out their streams when they do that. It'll be all over Twitch and stuff. Top speedrunners. Okay, so here are the YouTuber ones. So here's some YouTubers. They got speedrunners, of course. They got PewDiePie, Strippin' Dodger, Cinnamon Toast Ken, The Falcon,
name.
Markiplier, Jesse Cox, Hexor Nova, and Peanut Butter Gamer. So apparently, I think the way this is gonna work is that both those teams like face each other and they like speedrun things. So yeah, so check that out if you guys want to go support that stream. Donate money.
Probably not.
Stop the cancer.
Oh, it's just
Kind of makes me think of the arena back on G4
Oh, that
TV.
show is so good. I wish they showed it more.
Yeah. Oh, you got to watch more Twitch streams, Pat. It's like that all the time now. All the time.
Speedruns are cool
Yep.
sometimes.
And
I
those
go
are all the little bites I
occasionally.
had, unless there's anything else you guys want to talk about. I know you said you want to talk about Evil Within, Pat. Is that what you wanted to say?
Oh, no,
Oh, you're just wondering if we were talking about it then?
yeah.
Yeah, no. Evil Within came out. I hear mixed things about it, that it's horrible and good at the same time.
Is that the one where like the demo you're in a hallway the whole time? And
No,
you
that's
go-
PT.
Oh, I don't know what Evil Within.
No,
Continue.
Evil Within is a Resident Evil style. It's made actually by the Resident Evil guy,
Yeah.
the Resident Evil 4 guy. He broke off and made his own game, blah blah. And it's has the same, pretty much the same controls as Resident Evil. You know, my biggest gripes about it is that it seems very clunky, and you get stuck on a lot of things in the environment. And
Sounds
they
like
do that,
Resident
and they
Evil.
do that lame because they want to make it look super good, so they letterbox it, so it's not actually 16:9. It's like a weird aspect ratio to make it look more. They said to make it look more cinematic.
Yeah,
but
it looked
that's
like
really
film. I heard about that.
yeah, but they really just honestly they did that so they could make the resolution, so they could make it look prettier without actually pushing that many pixels. Because if you don't
Oh.
do a full 1080p screen and you letterbox it, you don't have to render as much on a screen, so they can make it look a little better.
Maybe.
So I think that's the reason why they did it, to be completely honest. But so that really that letterboxing really hinders the effect, because like I remember I was watching the stream of it. This guy was trying to go down the ladder, but he couldn't see anything because of the way the letterboxes are. So he couldn't tell there was an enemy right below him. So he went down. He died because he didn't see the enemy there.
Well, that's the evil within. You get
That's
that
the
title,
evil
you
within
know?
it. That is the evil within it. Yes. So that was my big gripe about it. And other than that, people just said it's not really a horror game. It's just gory.
Oh.
So if you liked Resident Evil 4 type movement scheme and control scheme, then you might like this. There you go. And that's I guess that's all we got for Little Bites. Unless there's anything else you guys want to get off their chest. Where are you going to be at Youmacon? You might as well say that real quick.
Oh yeah. I actually don't have my spot mapped out yet. Beth is working on it, but I will be at the Kobo Hall with the rest of the artists, and I do have 2 tables
Cool.
set up.
Sell that stuff.
So I've got a lot of stuff to fill those tables with.
Good, good. Will you be cosplaying again?
It depends on how warm or cold it is in the artist alley. I probably will either wear Ezio or Rin, depending on the temperature, because I get cold real easy, and I want to be.
You should do
comfortable for
Ezio, and then when someone tries to steal something, you're like, I'm going to assassinate you. Ha 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 ha. And they'll scare the shit out of them.
Hopefully
Yeah,
that
that'll
works.
totally scare them, yes.
But how will
Yeah,
she
either
blend in
that
with
or,
the
I'll
church
probably be
people?
wearing something. I generally try to wear something more
Church
comfortable,
people.
though, for at least Sunday or Friday, because.
Well, yeah, you're going to be working.
The monks or whatever?
Yeah,
You're going to be working.
it's hard to
Probably not gonna get
sew
too
when
many.
you're in full
Yeah,
like the
costume.
new-
Indeed.
In the one Assassin's Creed, they'll be walking and they'll just be like doing the praying. And
Yeah, you
like,
can go with
gotta
the church
blend
women.
in with them.
I guess they
She's
were
gonna be
church
walking
women.
through the crowd, like touching
I like
people's
to.
shoulders.
I know.
like
I
that.
love that about the first games, like touch shoulder, touch, touch, touch. You could like do it where it's like
Real
always
casually.
It kind of became jazz hands a little bit at one point, like
Really?
well, not really jazz hands, but like that's what it
Okay.
reminded me of.
Imagine if Dylan was one of the person he touched.
Dylan.
Too close, man.
Too close. All right, so let's get into some news of the week.
It's time for gaming news.
Yes, it's time for some news of the week. First news item.
Hey, look.
Assassin's Creed Unity will run at 900p/30 frames per second on both systems. We have a little quote here from, I think, it came from NeoGaf? Yeah, it came from NeoGaf.
Stop the system war.
We decided to look at that. Wait, I think I have this misquoted. We decided to lock them at the same specs to avoid all the debates and stuff. That was the quote from senior producer. That's funny. He told that to videogamer.com. While explaining that it is the console's CPU and not the GPU that prevents Ubisoft Montreal from improving the game's performance. Apparently, all the AI of the thousands of people on screen is the tough part, not the actual graphic fidelity systems. The reason I want to bring this up, because yes, Pat, that's exactly it. People are using this to a fucking console war. People are like, Xbox paid them so that Xbox would do this. And they're like, but no, honestly, what it is that they're consoles guys. They just want to give it the best performance they can. And honestly, 900p upscaled to 1080p from 10 feet away, you're not going to notice a difference on a console. You're not. I agree. It does matter. Like, I don't want to shove it to the side saying that pixels don't matter. But, hey, it just shows you that, consoles are not up to snuff as the same as PCs. And they never were and they never will be. That's what you're getting with a console. You want something that's just cheaper and that you only have to buy once. That's the benefit. So people, stop with your stupid flame wars. So what do you guys think about this?
It's good.
Good. You think
Yeah,
it
probably.
being able the game to just work better in a general sense is more important than getting 1080p?
Yeah, so we can get like content and stuff and not menus. This is like with Total Biscuit. I always talking about menus. It's like I don't really care. Just I like the game, please. The
Yeah.
game.
I'm always for. I definitely do think it matters because we want games to look as best as they can. Why not? If we have the ability to, let's do it. The biggest thing I hate losing out was the 30 frames per second thing. I would love if they did the thing like if they made it slightly more like a PC, where people could choose like, I want to be able to run it at 1080p, 30 frames per second, or be able to set it to 720p and then get 60 frames per second. Because depending on what the game genre you're playing, 60 frames per second actually matters. It not only does it just improve like the smoothness of the game overall, the more frames you have. The control's easier too, because if you're playing something like a fighting game or let's say a first-person shooter, frames per second, actually matters, and the way the animations play out within those frames matter. And platformers, you could probably get away with not being 60 frames per second. It's a platformer. You don't need that much fidelity in it. So I think it just comes down to genre-based stuff. Like, so people getting mad about this is not totally unreasonable, but it's just that when they make it a console war, it's just like, God damn it, guys. Why are you guys loyal to companies like this? It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh, Xbox is better. You're just giving them free promotion.
I think people are just
Real
Fans will be fans.
yeah.
Yeah. It comes down with people like, do they want to just justify their purchase, kind of, to me, you know?
Could
like,
be.
oh, I had to prove that me buying Xbox was better because I paid for it myself.
Post-purchase regret or whatever it's called. You know?
They're also probably upset just because it's like they know that the system could probably do better, but now they're like,
Yeah, because
well,
it
they're
is
not
it is
holding back.
very hit and miss. Because there are some games that are doing 1080p no problems, like 1080p 60. Fuck, the Wii U is doing Mario Kart 1080p
Wow.
60. But it's
Yeah,
something
Mario
that
Kart looks good.
it is something that is just more complicated than just doing it. Because you could debate like Assassin's Creed is not doing the same thing that Mario Kart is. You know, like they're doing advanced, like you said, like the what was his name? Vincent Portobello Mushroom guy. I don't know if you know his name. You guys read that name off for me. You got the thing in front of you. What is that name?
Pont brand.
Pont brand?
Yeah, close enough.
All right, sure.
Brand.
Yeah, let's go with
Vincent
that.
Pont Brand.
Yeah, let's go with that guy. Yeah, you
Was
brings
he
up a good
French,
point.
or
Like they're doing
Pompion?
more CPU
Could be.
things going on,
He's
so
in
it takes
Canada.
up more resources, you know. And
Montreal.
let's say, like, obviously, no offense, Mario Kart does look good, but it is not doing advanced shadows and super different type of lighting effects some of their games are doing,
Doing
you know.
anti-gravity. Whoa.
Yeah, but but don't get me wrong, Mario Kart looks great, and it probably is using some advanced lighting techniques to make it look pretty.
Yeah.
Because you know that's the benefit of going with like a stylized type of game over realistic. You can push more stuff, and it's easier to do a solid blue than it is like high res textures.
But Assassin's Creed got that thing where when you go in a doorway, just like in real life, it's dark inside. Then you go inside, it's bright.
Yeah.
And that's really cool.
Yeah, see, like, overall, games are doing different things. So that's why every game just can't fit in that nice 1080p spectrum. And again, 900p upscaled to 1080 does not look horrible, guys. Like, for your TV, it'll be fine.
140p.
Don't care.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily, it doesn't necessarily matter.
Just give us a working game.
Yeah, that is more important at the end of the day.
And mods will, well, if it's on a PC, mods will come out that fix it.
Watch Dogs. Next news item. Boom. Okay. Developer threatens Gabe Newell. Valve removes game from Steam.
Oh, really? Why would he threaten him?
Okay, so voxel-based shooter has been on early access for a while now, and was finally transitioning from the regular storefront. When this change happened, Steam, ran a banner promoting that the game was still in early access status. So it didn't represent that the game was out and finished. It was still on Steam saying, "Hey, it's an early access game. It's not done. Blah blah blah. Pay this full price. Blah blah blah." So that guy got mad. The guy who made the game. Do I have his name? I have Melbreck. I think that's not. I think that's like his last name probably. Melbeck, whatever it is. He
Malbec.
began doing a chain of angry tweet things, and then from there on, the dev and his team decided to take the game off of Steam. He gave some death threats.
Really?
And everything. Yes, the reason this got so popular too is because right now everyone is like
Idiot.
looking up every death threat that ever happens for their GamerGate.
Why would
stuff.
he do that?
Yeah, and he made death threats and everything like that. He later then took the game off of Steam, and apparently the other 5 people who made this game agreed to do this as well, apparently. I don't know, because I don't really know the development team of this. And they said he apologized and he released a statement that he also departed from the game team, the development team. So, yeah. So he made a death threat, felt bad about it, took the game off, and then he quit the company he was working for. So,
Great job. Good
yeah.
job, Malbec.
yeah.
You did it.
Yeah, you did it. You
You
did it.
threatened like the head of the company that's distributing your game.
Yeah.
Good
My
job.
the reason I want to
Really
bring this
smart.
up is my whole point on it is, it shows the power of just Steam advertisement.
Don't do death threats and type to them.
Oh yes, that's true.
Say it out loud when no cameras are around.
Yes,
Probably.
yes. It shows the power of Steam and how they literally.
The power of steam, how it can generate electricity.
Sorry, I got a message that totally distracted me.
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah, it shows the power of Steam. How just not having the right information on there that it makes the developers go nuts, and how much they're putting all their eggs in that basket. And it kind of sucks that Steam has that much power. And then second, it shows that Steam is not perfect. They made a mistake, and it also shows that people stop doing death threats.
Yeah.
It's this weird culture thing right now. I think because there's so much hate going around in the gaming community, especially over Twitter, that people are like, "Oh fuck, I'm mad." People are spewing off shit they they can't do. It also shows you the importance of a.
You gotta read it before you hit send.
It's a very important. Yeah, it's very important to have a. What's it called? What are they called? Public relations type of person on your
Conscience.
development team.
Oh.
Yeah, so that you don't make these mistakes. It really sucks. You know, it's just indies have to realize that they're becoming more prevalent now. They need to step up their game if they want to survive in this
Step
world.
up.
Because you gotta, you might have to hire that public relations guy so that your game is not,
You
showing
hire the PR
yeah.
guy. It's like, he said what? Why would he do that? How am I gonna spin this?
How am I gonna spin this? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was my big things about it, and of course that early access is a horrible thing, and I hate early access,
Do you
which
have
is
an explanation?
a
Dolphins.
side topic all in
Dolphins.
itself. What do you guys think about this? That's
Kind of already said what I thought.
How not to act to the people that are sponsoring you. Really.
yeah.
There's been a lot of stuff like this going on right now, though. A lot of it.
Yeah, well, it was there before. It's just now that more people are hyper focused on it.
Yeah, it's getting it's starting to get out of hand, is how I would probably describe it. I understand that it happens. I mean, this guy is smarter in the fact that he did make a public apology and ducked out.
And I know, and
before-
he dropped out his company. Like, holy shit, they dropped the game from Steam. That's one point
Yeah,
I'm confused about. From everything I'm reading, it seems like they chose to take it down. But like all the headlines, this is why I hate games journalism sometimes. All the headlines saying, "Look at Steam took them off."
Oh.
So
Well, I
it's
can't
really weird.
trust
Yeah, so I'm
anything
just
right
saying
now.
that for our listeners, to my knowledge, they chose to take the game down.
I wonder what
From-
he said specifically.
I could bring them up real quick.
Yeah,
because
that'd be cool.
I'll bring it up real quick.
See what.
But yeah,
terrible thing he
keep
said.
go on what you were talking about, Elena. Sorry.
Nothing. I was just saying that it's been happening a lot lately, and I feel that he probably did the right thing by just ducking out and leaving humbly and doing that and everything. And I don't know. It's just kind of
An oopsie daisy.
I don't think I fully grasped the situation well enough to make an informed discussion.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I do have some of the tweets. For shits and giggles, I guess we'll read it. Are you fucking kidding me, Steam? We just released our game out of early access and this is our front page banner? ? And then he tweets it. Mike Murderback. I think that's his name, Murderback.
No, it's definitely Mawbeck.
Marback.
You put
Malbec?
Mawbeck on the sheet.
Yeah, I think that's wrong.
Malbec.
Yes.
Mawbeck.
Yes, I have that. It actually
That
seems
makes
like a
sense then.
misspelling because it MURD whatever. That's what it is. His name is @SpoonerW if you guys want to check it out. Then the next one was first they forced me to delay the game because I can't release on weekends. Now this Steam is the most incomprehensible piece of fucking shit. Incomprehensible piece of shit, something like
Could be.
that. Next is I'm going to kill Gabe Newell. He is going to die.
That escalated quickly.
So there you go. That was the straight. This one is a screen cap because apparently he did take that down. So
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that does not sound like a true threat.
yeah, obviously he was joking, but it's just
That
like
is the
It
dumbest thing.
sounds to me like he was just venting because he was
Yeah.
frustrated at
yeah, he wasn't
at dealing
serious.
with corporate BS, which
Yeah.
that makes much more sense than
Oh, yeah.
that was not a
I don't think
legitimate threat.
anyone would think he was an asshole who wanted or a psychopath that was wanting to kill people. I hope no one actually thought that, but probably some people did.
Yeah.
Yeah, they people think it's the internet. Somebody's gonna take it too seriously, and especially anymore when you can't make a joke anymore. Serious, and that's just poor control.
Yeah, he honestly
really.
get up.
And that's-
Indie developers, you're getting bigger and bigger. Even I know it might not seem worth it, but you need someone who is public relations consciousness. Like
Oh,
you got to.
Yeah, I mean it's really not that, but like that's something that it's kind of like he was just using Twitter as a vent,
Event.
and that's
Yeah.
what people need to do, and that's why you have things like social media and stuff like that sometimes. I mean, I think I vent on my page once in a while, on my business page, not too often.
Oh,
not
you better be careful, Elena.
Yeah,
That's your
you
business.
hire
Yeah, I
PR.
don't hit any touchy
Yeah.
subjects or anything, but like sometimes I'll get, I'll be
You
like,
talk about
well,
the
I'm
Jews
just gonna
sometimes.
say I'm tired
The
of
Jews.
this
I love that.
particular.
While
thing
Matt in the
that
chat room brings up a good point, he says that he was a fucking idiot. He actually did pretty much cost his whole company's problems because not only did they have to pull the game down, now it's a public relation mess, and now their game's not on Steam, which is debatably the only place you have to be in the PC space to make money.
Yeah.
Because good luck. Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
you can go to good old game, but good luck with that. Try doing it yourself. There's always Origin.
Yeah,
Oh, we all know
Origin.
how good Origin is.
Loot 'em,
Right,
die.
I would definitely say that he did not seem legitimately like a
Oh, yeah.
psychopath. He seemed
Yeah.
like he was, any other human who had a second of thought probably would. Oh, he's just venting. He's probably just pissed off, and I get that. But we have to take it seriously because he's a developer, and
Yep.
I really don't feel like. I really do feel like we judge people too much on stuff like that. I really do. I mean, and this is not. I'm gonna get slightly. I don't want to derail the conversation, but this is something that pisses me off in more than one area of work.
Yeah,
Um,
here's the thing. I agree with you. It sucks because people forget that they're people.
They're
and
people.
I wish you would live in a perfect world. Their work and their personal life could be separate completely. But when you're part of a decent company, sadly, the way the world works, it does not like that. Whatever you do reflects on your company, which I know it sucks. I know it does suck, but that's the way it is, sadly, and it is bullshit. But you know what? It's the way we live, the world we live in, because your company, if you're a big guy in your company, it represents you.
Gabe Newell's a
My
really big
husband's
guy,
a teacher
literally.
now, and I've seen him go through all kinds of crap with teachers and what parents expect him to be, and we expect, it's kind of the same thing because we're expecting all these developers and all these people to be, oh, you have to be this, you have to be this, and you can't be a person outside of anything because, oh, you influence things. And no, that's not how a person works, honey. That's just not how it works, and it really pisses me off, and I'm actually getting very sick of it.
You should send death threats on Twitter.
Oh yeah, I totally should send death threats. Yeah, it does suck though. I agree with you. It sucks, but that's just the way the world is. You gotta, when you're at least a somewhat prominent person in the company, and then it goes on Twitter, and you got a public eye on you. Anything you say reflects off that, and you have to be held accountable. Sadly, just the way the world works.
And, I mean, I get that. Well, then you should have a personal account and a business account.
You know what sucks? That still wouldn't matter because people would still get pissed. Doesn't even matter.
I know,
if it's
but I
separated.
mean, you should. I think
The trade-off.
that it should be viable for
You
you
gotta put
to
a
have
lol
a personal
JK at the
account
end.
and use a fake name or something to just.
Everyone use Smurf accounts, or just do what Total Biscuit does. He has a guy that posts his Twitter for him that stops stuff. Gotta love that. Next news item. Ooh. Oh, Patrick, how about you take that one? Oh, you don't have that page. That was the joke. That was the joke.
Okay.
Hyrule Warriors to receive amiibo functionality. Earlier today, Nintendo official Twitter account let us know that later in the month, Hyrule Warriors will receive a patch that will allow it to use amiibo support. So you'll use your amiibo figurines with Hyrule Warriors. We don't exactly know what that would be, but that will be happening.
I like that Link. He has like a tube up his butt.
Yeah, because the figurine is jumping. So
Yeah, he's jumping because he has a tube up his butt.
yes, exactly.
Oh,
Oh,
I
ho.
have a Keith figurine
Oh.
that's the same way.
Hey.
Yep. So, this is cool. I love to see they actually have multiple games support this. I just really want to know how are these multiple figurines gonna affect and jump between these games, how that works out, and how it actually benefits owning multiple different type of games besides just having Smash Brothers that remembers your character and your stats. Like how does that actually when you bring that into Mario Kart, what do those stats actually do to that game?
Oh, cool.
Apparently on Thursday there's going to be a Nintendo Direct where they're actually gonna have 50 Smash Brother announcements and then some more amiibo talk. So hopefully we'll get more information soon.
I'll watch that.
Yeah, that'll be a good one.
I just wanna
Howard, what do
know-
you guys think about the whole amiibo thing?
I just want to know if I put a Kirby amiibo in Hyrule Warriors, am I going to be able to play as Kirby and start sucking in soldiers and kill them that way?
Probably.
Maybe.
It seems like they would do that.
It's definitely a moneymaker. I mean, it's worked for Spyro, it's worked for Disney, it's worked for a couple things. I mean, stuff like that.
Would
And I mean, it gives you
that's
more
fair,
than
but-
just it gives you more than just the video game edition, an add-on. It gives you a toy that you can kind of have, and people like
That's
physical
true.
things. It's
Are-
really great for the people that collect physical items.
Are all the amiibos, are they all the same size, or would the Kirby be smaller than the other ones? Just on a technical level, like is the Kirby smaller than?
I'm not sure.
Oh, you've never seen him?
No.
Because
I
like
just want to
they're
see
like
some
six.
Fire Emblem
Because if
stuff.
Kirby's just as big as Link, that would kind of be weird. But
Oh,
also
they're
that'd be cool.
roughly they're size accurate. Like I think Link is taller than Mario, so he's bigger because of that
Oh,
reason.
so they
They're
are
about
size.
the same, yeah.
The thing I don't understand though is, isn't the amiibos supposed to be kind of like Nintendo's way of get Disney Infinity and like Swaplander.
Skylanders.
Yeah, Skylanders.
Yeah, that's it. That's the same type of technology
But
used.
now
Yes.
Nintendo's trying to transition away from casual more into hardcore.
Yes, they are.
Hardcore toys, dildos and stuff.
It doesn't make sense to me because it's like, yes, hardcore gamers are gonna buy like toys that children would buy.
Well, again, these are not exactly like Skylanders Disney Infinity. It just uses the same type of technology.
Yeah.
These figurines are relatively, from everything I've read, that they're relatively good quality.
Like
Their designs
PVC.
on them are really solid. It's more of a collector's type of thing. And I don't, honestly, it's not really like a toy thing. It really isn't. But I don't think it's moving towards casuals again. I think this stuff is only for the hardcores. No casual person's buying a figurine.
Yeah, toys.
No
aren't
one's just
casual.
gonna buy a figurine. You know what I mean?
True. Especially if the limbs don't move.
Yeah. And if it's not posable, if it's not got 12 points of articulation, this guy ain't buying it.
Yeah.
Not at all. Elena had to leave us due to
Oh.
child things, but we do appreciate her for coming on.
Bye, Elena.
Yes, goodbye, Elena.
Adios.
Adios, amigos. Adios, amigos. Most muchachos uscascos. That's racist, I guess. Stop doing
No, it was going pretty well until you started making upwards.
Yes.
You know?
that. Next news item.
Ooh,
Harmonix.
what's that?
Maybe people are ready for more Rock Band.
Please, next gen consoles.
Although nothing concrete has been announced, Harmonix Nick Chesler acknowledges that the fans have been asking, "Where's Rock Band
Chester.
4?" Chester.
According to this invisible sheet of paper, that is the correct name.
Yes.
Yeah, what are you looking at? You're just like,
Yeah, I'm trying to be like you.
you can
Today on the
borrow
news.
it. No, actually, I'm gonna need it.
I don't want it anyway. You like?
Can I read a news item?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sweet. Oh wait, we're done with news items.
Yes.
Damn you.
Do the drum roll.
No, I don't want to do the drum roll. Oh, I lied. I'm doing the drum roll. Okay, no. Okay. So this was an interview, and he was just saying that people are asking me nonstop, and they're thinking that maybe there's a place for it. The whole reason I want to bring this up is, do you guys think there is a place for Rock Band 4 nowadays?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's fun. Well, I like the Guitar Hero better, honestly.
Whoa.
I mean, the drums are cool and whatnot, but no, there's a place. I'm just saying I like Guitar Hero better. I like their toy guitar thing better. It was more comfortable in my opinion. It worked better.
It was too small for me. I
It was too
preferred the
small.
rock.
Well,
Band.
I was younger at the time, so maybe it was like.
I don't think here's the thing. It definitely would not be a mega hit. If people keep showing their support that they would buy this game, then they'll do it. Because the problem is that it really was a fad. It really was a fad. It really was a fad the last generation. And I don't think it would be that popular again. And people would be
No,
really
it definitely
pissed.
would.
If people would be really pissed if they could not transfer their songs over from Rock Band 3. And that's going to be a whole nother hurdle. And it's really, rough. I can understand why they don't want to do it. It's an unwise business decision. The market's not as big anymore. People will be really pissed if they can't get all the songs over.
They better allow that just to happen. It's not that hard. Just put that in the game.
Whoa,
right
okay.
away.
Licensing music is very
Is
hard.
that what the problem is? They
Licensing
don't have the
music
license
is
anymore?
very hard. I wonder how many they had to have Rock Band DLC lists. I want to know how many.
Just work with iTunes.
The complete list of Rock Band download songs. There was over 1,500 songs.
Funny.
1,500 songs. To relicense all those songs, that's going to be very costly. Very costly.
Probably.
And think that maybe people, and that's just to people that's not even for people to rebuy them. Keep in mind that they have to relicense just so people could transfer their songs over.
They should work with like Apple and hook it up to iTunes so
somehow do
just
like that.
just have the songs you already own. You can put them on Rock Bands. They probably have to have like some embargo on streaming or whatever for a while for that to pay off. But yeah, that would be the way to do it. Don't worry about getting this song, and especially because I'm speaking again for Guitar Hero, not Rock Band. In the only good Guitar Hero was the Greatest Hits one, where it was in stereo. All the other Guitar Heroes were in mono sound, so it doesn't even matter that they had the licensing because the songs was poop shit ass quality. Like they were the worst. They were just like flat in your ears. It was like you could feel it on your eardrum. It was just so flat.
Yeah, I would love one. Rock Band 4.
So would I.
I would just like updated instruments because the biggest benefit that come out of this is that a new redistribution of instruments. Right now, those instruments are very costly on the used game market because there's so limited of them and they break. And to find a reliable one, so a new wave of just plastic instruments would be really nice. Like that's the benefit. That's honestly what I want out of it. Like you play Rock Band 3, so
Or take a thing from Rocksmith and just buy real instruments that could plug into the game.
Maybe that's
That's
what would
true.
be it. Maybe that would be the sequel, but I don't know if people would want that really. I don't know. See, I think what the people want is just a new one for the new systems. I think that's honestly what people want.
Inflatable guitar
Yeah.
with buttons, electricity. That wouldn't work, actually. That's stupid.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it would. That would be pretty stupid. Yep. So that's something. I don't think it would happen. Moving on. That's actually news of the week. Let's move into gaming spotlight.
Yeah, for the zappity zap. What? That was your fault. No. Nope.
Eli doesn't realize he needs to give me a second.
You gotta be on top of
You
this.
got to give me a second to press the buttons.
It's been a while. You want time to
No,
get back
that's
into his
fine.
groove.
I'm just joking. Let me read these.
Oh, I would say we have here that we're starting off with the new releases this week. So go ahead, Eli, read off the new releases for us.
Sweet. Okay. PlayStation 4. Scapegoat 2. For the PSN to be announced. Actually, I won't do the prices. Bluster Cluck for PSN.
Oh god, I looked at a video of that real fast before I came here. It looked so weird and bad.
Bad Weird. Oh, that stinks. Shadow Warrior, also on PSN, but that one's for $40. Wii U, Ballpoint Universe Infinite. Sounds interesting. On the eShop, for $5.
You don't need to read the prices. That's just
Oh, yeah.
reference. You can just read that it's an eShop and that's it. The prices are just for reference in case one of us go, hey, I wonder how much that is.
Oh, that's true. Chesto Booty on the eShop. Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance eShop. Lone Survivor: The Director's Cut eShop. Paper Monsters Recut. Sounds like a porn. On the eShop. Ping 1.5 Plus on the eShop. For Xbox One. Disney Fantasia Music Evolved
Oh, dude, that game finally came out.
on the XGS, and that sounds pretty good. Is that a rhythm game?
Yeah, that's the new rhythm game. Well, it's okay. It's a you use the Kinect to do a special with hand movements and stuff to conduct orchestra types music.
Hopefully it's
It's
good.
like Fantasia, like
Yeah.
the Mickey Mouse scene. It's got other things you can do in it too, but that's as much as I know about it.
It sounds pretty good still, even though I don't like hand. Maybe it's fun. Maybe I've just not played enough motion games to think they're fun.
Do you have a Connect?
I had a neighbor that had an iToy when that was still a thing, and some of those games like washing windows is really fun. And that was about it though. Anyways, 3DS, Harvest Moon 2, GBC, on the eShop, Pyramids 2, eShop, The Legend of Dark Witch, eShop, for the PC now, Devil's Dare, Steam, Dreamfall Chapters, Steam, Poltergeist, a pixelated horror.
These are all Steam.
What is that word though? Prop
Prop Hour?
Prop Hour 23.
Yeah,
Prop Hour
Prop Hour.
23.
Okay. Steam. Screen Sheet. Steam. Time Rifters. Steam. Multi-platform games now. The Legend of the
I'm
what?
sorry. Two games got. Okay, it's The Walking Dead.
Oh.
I just realized that the two titles got
Walking
mixed
Dead
together.
and then Legend
Oh,
of
The
Korra.
Legend of Korra.
Yeah, okay, that's made by Platinum. I have not looked at any videos yet, but I'm super excited to check that out after
Yeah.
the show.
Cool Avatar game would be awesome.
It was
But,
made by Platinum, the same people who did Okami, Metal Gear
Oh.
Rising, Bayonetta.
I believe in them then.
Dude, I'm so excited. I can't wait to check it out after the show. I want to see some videos of it.
Okay, so Legend of Korra for PSN, but it's also on Steam, I know.
I forgot to cut that out. It's
Oh.
multi-platform.
Okay, multi-platform, so these are everywhere. Someone's read it again. The Walking Dead Season 2.
Yeah.
Samurai Warriors 4. Disney.
Oh, you cut off there.
Yeah, Disney.
The mic cut off. There you go.
Disney Fantasia Music Evolved.
And that's it.
Oh, that's everything.
Yep, that's everything. So a lot of cool. So we're in the Broketober, as they call it. Like a lot of games came out. Like while we were
Broketober.
gone, a
Yeah,
lot of big
actually-
games came
You
out.
want that?
Yeah. I want
Okay.
this.
Yeah, a lot of big games came out, and we got some more this week. That Legend of Korra one's the one I'm super excited about.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to check out.
That
Disney's
show's awesome.
Fantasia, I'm also interested in that because it's like the only game that uses the fucking Kinect. Like we have not gotten a Kinect game. Like yeah, we haven't gotten a Kinect game since the launch stuff, right?
Oh.
Like, can you think of any Kinect game that came out since launch till now? I can't think of one.
The one with the wand. Oh wait, that was for PlayStation.
Yeah, that was the PlayStation 3, that Wonder Book and shit. Oh my
That
god.
wizardry one where it's
Yeah.
like the controller will change
Expecto
color depending
Patronum.
on your spell.
Oh, yeah, I remember that
It's
gimmick and shit.
exciting. What are you guys talking about?
Yeah, totally exciting. So
Yeah.
I'm super interested. And
Wasn't there supposed to also be that Fable game that was like, it was kind of like you were on a rail system and you would like turn and shoot a crossbow at goblins and stuff.
Are you talking about that new one they announced, Fables Legends?
No, that's actually gonna be like, kind of like.
Oh wait, are you talking about like the pub games? Is that what that was? A bunch of different mini games.
No, it wasn't a mini game.
It's the one where you build your own
It
adventure.
was literally a Fable on a trail system. Like you wouldn't walk, you would just be like on a rail, and you would actually turn and do everything. I don't know whatever happened to that.
I really don't know that game.
Oh.
I don't know if maybe it got canceled or something.
No, it probably came out. I just think I don't know it. It probably actually exists. I just don't personally know what you're talking about. So,
well,
sadly, I am not a database of games. I wish I was, because then I'd be awesome. Yeah, but those are the new releases. Now we got the cool game of the week. I picked out the cool game of the week this week again, and this is Heavenly Sword.
Nope.
Yes, it's a cool game.
Nope.
Yes, it is. It's a very cool game.
No, I'm gonna pick Game of the Week. I just found out
no.
Samurai Warriors 4 just got released, so I'm gonna go buy that. That's Game of the Week.
All right, cool. Anyway, so Heavenly Sword. I've been replaying a bunch of old games that I've had and I played in the past, and I've been replaying Heavenly Sword. One of the cool things about this game is it's a martial arts melee-based combat game where you change between multiple different types of stances and that changes up what kind of attacks you do. Also, you can use ranged attacks like that. Very reminiscent of God of War, of course.
Mm-hmm.
The thing, and it also had mixed quick time events in there, very similar to like what God of War does. What I like about this game is I love the setting of it, and I actually like the main character. The struggle she spends with her family is actually pretty interesting, and you grow to like the character. Other than that, like the gameplay doesn't necessarily drive me. I think it does a good enough job to entertain you, but I really like the character the most in this game. Like, she's so cool. And did you know that they devoted so many processes power to the way her hair flops in the air?
Oh, I heard about that. Actually.
Yeah, remember that back in the day? Yeah. The things that did not age well is that, the graphics are okay. They're good enough. Like, it's weird how you're seeing early games in the PlayStation life cycle, and then you look at The Last of Us, and you're wondering, how the fuck did they push out all that graphical fidelity over the time? The other thing I didn't like is that the enemies are pretty, they're dumb, but when they, look at that one. They would just walk away, and they can actually overpower you pretty easily if they just surround you. So the challenges are not super rough sometimes.
Don't you know the rules of fighting? Always attack one at a time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't want to hit your friend.
Another thing I didn't like is I actually didn't like the 6-axis stuff they put in there. Like, there's a scene where you shoot a... Actually, I think I have it in this video. I'll skip ahead here.
Oh, there's some shooting.
There's the range attack. I actually sucked hard at this.
You're playing this right now?
Yes, this is my footage.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh god, it's just like Shadows of Mordor.
All right, right here. Yep, here's the scene. Right here.
Oh.
You have to use the 6-axis to hit those, tiny... look how many times I miss. You have to hit that tiny orange orb in the middle. So you have to use the 6-axis to aim your cannon, and then you have to use the 6-axis to control the cannonball. So I was having the shittiest hard time as ever.
Yeah, and you're doing a lot of damage to this thing.
Yeah, and it does not blow up.
Yep, not until you hit that one little spot.
Yeah, see, and I thought I had it there, and I didn't get it. So that is honestly my big complaint, all the shoehorned in 6-axis stuff. Because, that's what it was like in the early times.
Oh, look, it still didn't count.
Yeah, it didn't. That was because it was shoehorned in at the beginning of the PlayStation lifecycle because they wanted to show all the cool features. But other than that, the game is quite fun. I definitely recommend people pick up this game. You just want a little combat-oriented game that's a somewhat style of God of War. Check this out because I think you'll love the character. She is the best part of the game, in my opinion.
Nope.
You can disagree with me. That's completely fine because
Well,
it definitely has flaws beyond what I put. But that's what I
enough
like about
flaws that it didn't get a sequel.
The guys are the guys who made Heavenly Sword are making another game right now. Who was it? What are they making? I forgot. I don't remember. Sorry. Apparently,
See,
they're
it's not
making
even
another
worth
cool
remembering.
game. Yes. And that is the cool game of the week.
Cool game, man.
Yep. And that will be the gaming spotlight. Next, I want to move into the specialty segment this week. I called it "Let's Talk About Recent Events."
Oh, that's not a very catchy title.
Yes, I know.
Did you make a graphic?
No, I did not make a
Oh.
graphic. Why? I'm not. So pretty much is okay. So last time we did the show a month and some days ago, some change. We did the games journalist thing, which we wanted to discuss because GamersGate was a movement that happened to show the corruption in game journalism. So everyone was talking about game journalism, and I thought that would be a good time to do it. And people were just kind of spewing shit everywhere. So now we're going to talk about it again. So a month and some days have passed, and things have gotten pretty bad. Of course, more and more death threats have been happening like nuts. That's why Elena earlier was like, "Oh, this is happening too much lately."
More accusations of sex for good reviews.
Yes. Oh, well, we're past that. That's like the early
That's
drama.
the week 1 stuff.
That's
no, I don't know.
It's not even about that anymore. Originally, after that happened, then everyone was really
Alright,
getting
fine.
some good discussion was coming out. People were being called out. People were digging up some good stuff, and it showed that I don't necessarily think that was like if we refer back to the last show, there was definitely some corruption, but it wasn't that bad, but these things needed to be announced. Like Taku changed their plans on how they stand on Patreon type stuff. Some websites held their ground, saying they don't see the corruption there, and then we found out about the whole email list and all that stuff. So there were some good things that came out of it, but overall, overall in the beginning it was pretty good because people were digging up some good stuff. But over this past month and something, man, it's just been hijacked by left and right winger topics all over the place.
Chicken winger topics.
Yeah, like people came in and just started using their political words and stuff to like. No, really, they're like saying, "Well, because of this buzzword, I'm going to insert here and everything."
Using their 3-syllable words to confuse us all.
Confuse all to get their agenda across. Like they came in and they took over the movement.
Oh,
and it just became a shitstorm where people just saying death threats for each other. Not only women being harassed, but just any figures in the gaming industry being harassed like fucking nuts. People being very unreasonable and very mean to each other. And the GamersGate lost what it was meaning for. That's like when we did our show. I didn't really want to make it about GamerGate, but of course we had to an extent. It just sucks, and it's ridiculous to see some of the shit that people are saying now. And before, this was always there since the beginning of it, but it just got louder and louder, and it just got taken over. And sometimes being silent is the best way to do it. It just sucks. I just hate that. So my views on it right now is that the movement has just been totally taken over at this point, and it's not about what it was all about corruptions in game journalism, which there was like we were talking about last show. There definitely was some.
I thought GamersGate was just like the overall I didn't know GamersGate was the movement itself.
Yeah, that's what the movement the hashtag.
Oh, hashtag.
Yeah, it also shows the ineffectiveness of hashtag movements.
Don't say.
There was definitely some. I had my skepticism in the beginning when it was a hashtag movement because I'm like, oh great, this is not gonna work. But in the beginning, it was working out pretty good. I liked what was coming from it, and then it just became people saying the most ridiculous shit to each other over Twitter, and people just attacking each other nonstop. And with the few people who actually were digging stuff up and actually recommending sites that were better and having a discussion about it, it became less and less about that, and then it just took over more and more about stupid shit like people saying, "Oh, the women are oppressed. Oh, no, women are not oppressed. Look how men are oppressed." Then it was like, "Oh no, it's not. Look at how game journalists look at how these dev teams are all sleeping with each other in San Francisco." And it became like just shit throwing on both ends. It wasn't even like
mudslinging.
Yeah, and it just sucks, And before there were actual legitimate people using the movement, and then it just over time they just got over talked over, which is not surprising at all because it's the internet. I think it just really stems from the actual issues that we have is that the internet is in its amenity just really is not a good place to have discussions.
No.
Yeah. And like there were some good points, like 4chan was starting to get censored, and when people start talking about the stuff in NeoGAF and other places, people were like legitimately being censored, and that was shitty. And then the movement tried to like bring light to that, but then because of that, they kind of used that as their way to spew their shit, which sucks.
Yeah, don't do that.
So pretty much what happened in the last month is that GamersGate no longer is what it used to be about, and as much as what a hashtag campaign could have been about, I guess,
For the most part.
It just sucks, but, we did get some good things from it from the beginning, and I'm glad people did all that weird, creepy digging so that we could find out all this shit about how they had a secret email group and everything, which I do believe was not unreasonable from the hat, but then to see that, like, the transcripts of it, how they were saying how they were going to fight back and put out this, like, not like bring out that whole anti-gamers are bring out that whole spew of gamers are bad type of articles, how they plan that out. Like, I do believe that's kind of like a mini corruption when they all are trying to send one message across using their power to do that. Like stuff like that, finding out that they were doing that's like key stuff that I actually felt was good information for consumers to know, so they know what websites to trust and what not.
This Gamers Leak.
Yeah, like Gamers Leak. So like we got good things from it, but it's just like bullshit. A lot of bullshit came out. Now it is just bullshit itself, and it sucks. I think we just wish we could move on now. Like, as much as I'm glad people didn't shut up about it, because that's the only way things could have got done. Because usually things blow over in a week.
Yeah, this blew over. No, it didn't.
It's still going right now.
It's like almost 2 months in, right? 2 months.
2 months is some change.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So yeah, the harassment just needs to stop on both sides, and let's bring back to discussion about gaming and the problems of it. You know what sucks the most out of all this shit in the beginning where they actually uncovering stuff. They never ever brought up the point about how, what's it called? Embargoes work. Like the embargoes are inherently anti-consumer so much, but no one brought up that corruption end of it in the gaming world, And I wish they would have brought up more stuff about that. So it just sucks. It sucks.
Yeah.
What do you? That was my whole thing about it, which I kind of rambled a bit. So what do you guys think? I don't know. You guys probably haven't been following it, right? So you stayed out of it.
Since the last internet.
It's mostly on Twitter and just forums everywhere, really. And it's weird.
I don't use Twitter. I'm not into it.
Oh, as much as I don't like Anita Sarkeesian, I really don't like her.
Yeah.
Death threats are just never good.
Yeah.
But she was getting them shits before, and she uses those as a shield so that she can divert the attention to her poor journalistic fucking research. It's just horrible. Whatever.
What was that?
Anita Sarkeesian, the person
man.
who says that games cause sexism and oppression of women.
Feminist frequency thing?
Yeah, that bullshit.
That chick.
Yeah, that chick. Yeah, I don't like that
Whoa, way to use misogynistic language, Patrick. I mean, crazy people.
shit. Patrick, let's out his real name.
I said his last name.
Yeah, but like they
earlier.
never brought up embargoes. Like that's the one thing that legitimately needed to be brought up and talked about. Embargoes are stupid nowadays, and they're just used for the developer to really censor honest criticism, and that's one thing they never brought up. So sucks.
Yeah.
Sucks. So my final thoughts, I guess, is that GamersGate is not what it was before, and is not that any not like any hashtag campaign could be anything more than that.
I'm not your shield.
I'm not your shield. So I agree. Let's move on from that, and let's take what we learned from it. That we should just be the thing we should have taken from it from the very beginning was that there is corruption in everything. I don't know why people forgot about that. Yes, Kotaku, Polygon, and stuff. They use clickbait articles. That's how it works. You should just stop reading the sites because that's the only way it's going to change. And they are a dying medium themselves now. They are being threatened because YouTube and new media, video content, is taking over the job that they were doing. When YouTubers that are not even supposed to have any integrity to them are giving you more reliable information than the journalistic sites, that's bad.
Yeah.
So please, guys, get off your asses. Like I don't even want to read Kotaku anymore. Like I never want to anymore.
Good.
And and also the other thing we took from it is that there is censorship going on in some forums and stuff, which sucks. So you got to find a place that doesn't do that. That's honestly what it comes down to. NeoGAF, to be honest, as much as how awesome NeoGAF is, they want a certain message all the time when they're in forums. Like you can't try to say that women are not impressed in gaming. They go, "You're crazy. Are you blind?" And they ban you.
Are you blind?
Like they do that. I know people don't want to believe that shit happens in forums, but that does. It does. So please, guys, just what you gotta do, take from it is that be skeptical about everything. Please, women and people are not oppressed in gaming. They really aren't. It's just that you can look at it like that. If you don't sexualize women in gaming, they're not gonna be sexualized. And maybe there's definitely overused tropes in gaming and stories.
Stupid. I hate tropes. I hate the word tropes. It's the stupidest term because
you're getting cut off.
Don't do it. I was gonna rant about tropes.
Yeah, but I was saying that go ahead now. It's working now. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say that a trope is like a common theme in a thing that helps the narrative along or whatever. But they're like, oh, the women in freezers trope. That was a trope from like the 1950s.
Oh, there you go.
The
you got cut out again.
1950s.
Yeah.
Am I leaning on this?
Yeah, it's because you're probably leaning on it. Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. So just be careful. The storytelling is getting a little stale, and there are other markets. But you know what would be good for that? And how about people rise up and then make these games? That's the best thing we can do for them. Make games that will yield to other markets. Because I do agree. Stuff is still marketed to guys.
Yeah. Who cares?
And I do not, I do not believe that women are being
but who
oppressed and everything like
cares?
that. And the thing about women are being harassed unscrutably on the internet, I think that is true, but I think it's more that everyone is being harassed. Like if you actually look at some other statistics, like men are more harassed than women, but that's mostly based on because there's more higher up men in most industries that are in the prominent positions, so therefore there's just a sure amount of numbers type of deal.
It's just like
and they're not being harassed sexually, that's true, but they're being called like faggots. You're not a man, blah blah blah. It's just a different type of way to attack. It's just traditional views that are being
if you go on like the internet and you talk about something that it's like, okay, I'm not a scientist, or it's like I'm not a historian, but I know a little bit about this. If you get like one fact wrong, like 10 people are gonna trash you, and it's like I'm just saying a fun fact that I learned, trying to like add a little bit to this conversation on this forum or thread or whatever, and then there's like 60. Now it's 60 people attacking you over like nothing. So it's internet's just a good place to get harassed by anybody, and everybody can do it.
Yeah, and it is an
environment for
issue.
that,
Don't get me
you know?
wrong. I think it's just a human issue, and I'm just tired of games all still being a catalyst for the shit. Like, remember when the violence thing was big in gaming? Like, games cause violence. Well, it's the same shit right now with gender roles and sexuality in gaming.
Game cause
I
rape.
totally agree. Games are marketed and still given mostly to men. Like, AAAs, maybe some indie titles. Like, the whole statistic that half gamers are women, that is true, but that was mostly a casual gaming, which is gaming, don't get me wrong. It's just that's where the demographic is. You know what? People rise up. Make some games for other demographics. That's more what you can do. Fuck embargoes. Make more games for different demographics, and there you go. That
What
will
about
be changed.
like the Barbie games? Those are for girls specifically.
Yeah, you know, people do hate on that. That's a game that takes a more traditional route, saying, well, let's just hyper-focus on what girls are raised with in the traditional fashion. You know? It's you know, it's not, that's just the way it is, you know?
Yeah, but a lot of those games are lacking in content. And
yeah, they are. Like, I'm saying, like,
Yeah,
that's
bad.
true. They're shitty.
But they
games
also
that are made
make
for girls.
really bad kids games for boys, like the
Yeah, they
Tonka
do.
games.
Yeah, they suck too.
That's like on the other side of Barbie is Tonka, and they're pretty bad.
See, the chat's talking about the Barbie NES game. I never played that. Apparently, I've heard that game actually is good. So
Twin stick shooter Barbie.
I think that's all I wanted to say. Yeah, so I got totally going on a rant. See, because this
Barbie.
I'm just tired of
GTA,
seeing
just
that
drive
shit, you
around
know?
in your Malibu
and we're not
car.
having, and it's
Yeah.
just, there's no discussion
Hitting
going on.
pedestrians.
That's what really sucks. And when you try to have a
As you hit
discussion in the forum,
pedestrians, their like ligaments pop off like the doll.
Yeah.
if you try to have
Flowers
discussion, it
come
doesn't
out.
happen, you know? So I think
That
that's
would be a good game. That's kind of like a Lego game.
kind of, yeah.
Lego games are for everybody.
Yeah, so
Oh,
I guess, I've been saying, I'm trying to say my final thoughts for a while now, but now my final thoughts. GamerGate is done. That's how it is. Don't think it was this amazing
Quick,
movement
cut him
anymore.
off again.
Don't think it was this amazing movement. It's just that's what it is. Just, we got to move on and take what we can from it. That's just censorship happens in forums and stuff. You got to find a place that's good. Embargoes do suck. Games journalists, that honestly, their industry, like they've been using clickbait articles for over 5 years, like
Whoa,
even longer
not
now.
bad.
I think it's time to find more legitimate stuff and maybe
Lists are
and
not
don't go
legitimate.
to the places that have those clickbait articles. Go read sites that don't, so that they will change. And also, they're a dying medium. Maybe everyone should switch to video at this point.
Yeah, update with the times.
Yeah, because I think it's just they're going through this. You know, same thing happened with magazine. They would do like not clickbait, but like out there articles and just lie and like just do first impression type stuff all the time. And now the games media is now facing that problem that they thought they never have, that they're slowly not coming as relevant. And again, it's a sad time when YouTube, like Total Biscuit, tries way harder than most of these sites. And he's a fucking YouTuber.
He's got cancer.
And he's got actually his latest treats. He actually went through treatments. Apparently after this last slew of medication, he'll be cancer free.
That's good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, so that's my incoherent argument that I had to
Yeah.
make up on the fly because I was pissed about it today. So sorry if I said a lot of. I tend to repeat myself a lot, which I don't
Sorry
like
for
doing.
all the racial slurs, everybody.
Yes. If I repeat myself a lot, I do. I know people don't like hearing me say the same things over and over again, but I do that a lot. All right, so that'll be our show.
Okay.
I want to thank Crazy Peepers for coming on as a guest host. The briefing did not come up too much, although you were quiet a little bit the whole show, but I think it was good enough where they could understand you. So, don't sit back. Don't feel bad. It's okay. Thank you to Eli for
You're
making the show.
welcome.
Cthulhu will be back next week.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
so that'll be
okay.
nice. Thank you for Elena, who's no longer here, but she had to go because of children's stuff, baby stuff. And I'm acting to click the buttons. This has been episode 123. And we'll catch you all next week. Peace out, home dogs.
Adios.